Hi there, and welcome to the Master Vitality series for another new installment on staying fit and healthy. Master Vitality, we offer virtual consultations to help you bring back your youth and vitality. But if you're looking for face-to-face consultations and rejuvenation services, be sure to visit our brick-and-mortar business, Blue Indigo Spa and Wellness, located in Valrico, Florida. We're just 30 minutes away from downtown beautiful Tampa Bay. My name is Dr. Tong, and beside me today is Dr. Helen, my life partner. And in this video, we will be discussing the typical morning routines that we have established ourselves and why we feel it's fundamental for your overall well-being. So without further ado, let's get started. So, Dr. Helen, I have some questions here that some clients have left for us on our YouTube channel. So, first question is, why do you believe a morning routine is extremely important?
Well, the key is, why is it important? It just sets your day and your purpose and where you're going. So it's like getting into a car and not knowing your destination and keep driving aimlessly, then there's no purpose and there's no destination. So a morning routine really sets you into that routine and into setting yourself up.
Okay. So I'm going to read myself the questions, okay? Because we're going to be taking turns. How have a consistent morning routine positively impacted your productivity and overall well-being? I've been practicing morning routines for the past almost 15 years now, but my morning routine has somewhat changed. Sometimes I find the morning routine would may be redundant. Like for instance, I used to do vows all the time. But as I started doing vows, it just starts to become redundant because, you don't act on the emotion, you don't think of it as a thought and then portray it. So it just becomes sort of a habit and without doing it. So my routine has somewhat shifted. My routine is more of like a meditative state where I'm in a relaxed and calm state to set my day up. The other thing that I do for my well-being is I also do a bit of movement. So in the morning, I do 200 crunches and then I do 100 push-ups. Not at the same time, you got to take intervals at it. But, I've established myself where, I do it consistently, because if I don't do it, I feel like something's not right. So that's how my routine have impacted me positively. For my age at 52, I think I'm doing exceptionally well. I look young, I feel fit, and I basically portray what I'm doing, doctor of natural medicine. That's what I preach. Okay, next question, Dr. Helen. What are some elements you can include in your morning routine, and why are they important to you?
Good question, Dr. Keith. So the element that I need to include in is definitely a combination. So I'm a wife, I'm a mother, a son, and a daughter. And I also have, although they're older, my son is still staying at home with us, and I have a dog and I have a cat. So the element has to be everything. So I have to make sure that I take care of myself, right? So having time for myself. I don't do anything for the first half an hour. Cup of coffee. I wake up actually 2 hours to 2.5 hours before I get out of the house. That's very important because I need that time in the morning for me. And everybody's different. Some people can just get up and do their routine in half an hour and then boom, 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 they're gone. But for me, I need my 2.5 hours before I get out. So having that element, fulfillment of having everybody taken care of, starting from myself, having my half an hour with my cup of coffee, meditating for myself, gets me that Zen mode and getting me started. And then, everything else from the pets to the sun to my breakfast to my lunch, all of those component and elements, it's important because I need to take care of everything before I can get out of the house and go to work.
I think the overall message of having a morning routine is you're basically setting up me time, from what I understand. Mm-hmm. It's important because, if you just get up right in the morning and you start and rush it right out the door, you're already sort of in that fight mode. And to get out of that and then unwind and then start to be in a relaxed state will lead to your state of body contracting rather than being expanding, because that's what we do, right? When you're in fight and flight, what happens to your blood vessels? They constrict. So they pump more blood. You lose all the blood in the extremities because you need more blood in the heart to increase that heart rate as well as the adrenaline. So, that's why you want to establish that morning routine. Very, very important. Thank you for that. Okay, next question is, I think this is very important. Have you ever recommended or helped someone develop a morning routine? And if so, what advice do you give them?
I think that's your turn to answer.
That's right. Okay, so as doctor of natural medicine, we often, when I see clients come in, we always ask them, well, tell me how your day is. What is it that you're doing in the morning and stuff like that, right? And it's very important to notice there are everybody has some form of morning routines, from waking up, brushing your teeth, drinking a cup of coffee. But then I also have to emphasize there's good morning routines and there's also bad morning routines. Bad morning routines meaning when you wake up, you pick up your phone. And what is it you read? The news or whatever is affecting the world and stuff like that. Things that you can't control that are beyond your control. Then those kind of information gets in our head, and then that also sets up the day, right? Or, you sleep, like say last night, watch the TV till like 1 a.m. Then you go to bed. Then, your alarm clock, and you hit it, and you hit it, and you hit it, and you hit it, till only I got 5 minutes left. Then I got to rush it up the door kind of thing. So as doctors of natural medicine, we always ask what is the morning routine that they do, because it sets the day for them, and also creates good habits for them to take home as well, for themselves as well as for their kids and their spouse, because you have to have enough time to set yourself up for success each day, and it's one day at a time. So, okay, this is going to be the last question for you. What strategies or techniques do you use to make your morning routine effective and efficient?
Well, the key is being able to make it to a point where it's just natural and you know what you need to do in the morning. So for somebody new, I suggest that you start with making one implementation at a time. And the key is to be consistent and to make it so that it's smoothless as part of your daily life, and not having to force it to a point, okay, what do I do now? What's next? That's not the point. The point is to be in that smoothness and that flow. But in order for you to achieve the smoothness and the flow, you need to be able to just make one change at a time. So right now, if you don't have a morning routine, what is the most important part for you? Is it time for yourself so that you can, get out of the door and not forget about anything? So those are the key that I think it's important, is one step at a time.
I might add that it's important to also write it down to see what you want to achieve, whether it's from losing weight or having more zen or whatever that you want to achieve. At least write it down. And there's an old saying that says that in order for you to create a habit, it takes 21 times. But the key is if you fall down, get back up and do it. Right? Don't forget to do that.
Small little step at a time is the key.
Well, that concludes our sessions for today. So for further assistance and to initiate a discussion with either one of us, don't hesitate to contact us. You can find the necessary information in the description box to schedule a consultation with myself or Dr. Helen. We are readily available and eager to support you. If you prefer an in-person experience, we look forward to welcoming you at Blue Indigo Spa and Wellness. However, we also offer virtual remote sessions through our Master Vitality program, which are equally effective from the comfort of your home. So we look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more tips and tricks on staying fit and healthy. That's all. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.